Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to get my screen together. I hope you can see. All right. So, good morning. I'm Lee. Welcome to Parental Strength, where we discuss raising children with emotional, behavioral, mental, and physical disabilities and being a parent of the same nature. So, today I wanted to talk about dermatillomania, which is a skin picking disease. And I am going to read an article from BuzzFeed that excited me. So I did a video years ago talking about this, and the response I got was amazing. A lot of people don't talk about it because they're ashamed to talk about it. I was ashamed for years about it. You know, I would hide my hands, I would wear makeup. Now I'm kind of more free to talk about it. And so this article with BuzzFeed's news, and it's people with dermatillomania are turning to TikTok to spread awareness by Nicole Fallert. And I don't know why this article just excited me. This was back in March 21st, 2022, but I didn't notice it till it came to my news feed about a few days ago. So I'm going to read a few. I'm just skim through it, and I'm going to put a link in the description so that y'all can check it out yourself. So it starts with, for months, Jalen Scott had picked at her armpit. She would dig at her skin any time of the day, even in her sleep, until it bled and burned. These episodes would make her scream and cry in pain, drained by compulsion to level out her skin. So with me, I did the same. I didn't pick my armpits. I know mine, my picking was my hands, my face, almost all the time my face, which is why I have scars now. And I'm going to post some pictures so that y'all can see, get a better idea of, you know, me, how my skin looks now. But mine was like 99% my face. But in my hand, I would pick and I would bite the skin off. Also, if I get a mosquito bite, that mosquito bite would never heal because I would keep picking on it. I got scars too from that. Any kind of rash I would get, I would keep picking on it. So a lot of times they just end up being scars. Let me see. It was another one. Why people pick their skin. Skin picking disorder affects as many as 1 in 20 people. I did not know that. I feel like that's a big number. And is a form of self-soothing to handle emotional distress, and I agree. It was informally called dermatillomania, a term still commonly used, or compulsive skin picking until 2013 when it was classified as a excoriation disorder. I hope I said that right. By the American Psychiatric Association Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorder. Research on the disorder is in its infancy, but awareness around the illness has grown, especially in the past 5 years, according to Karen Pickett, a licensed psychotherapist in California who has researched the condition for 20 years. And it's crazy because I had posted this YouTube video. And I was talking about, this was when I was doing, what was it called? I had an affiliate site where I would sell products, and one of the products was makeup, and it worked really well, and I wanted to promote it because when I wore it, it looked natural, and you could see none of my scars. You're gonna have to, I'm trying to look for that YouTube video. So, but I did talk about it like a few weeks ago, and I reposted it. So it's somewhere on my video feed. And I was getting so many responses. I had people reaching out to me on Facebook and Twitter to talk about it. It blew my mind. And asked me questions, and it just blew my mind. I didn't expect Sorry, I dropped my remote. I didn't expect that type of response. Let me see. I like this one. You think it's just a habit I can start whenever I want, Brown said, adding that skin picking can be motivated by a sense of wanting to improve skin or a desire to release a feeling. Okay, so a sense of wanting to improve skin, that's true. It's almost like you get a mosquito bite and you feel like picking it would make it go away, but it actually don't. It makes it worse. It's crazy. Or to those who don't know, I have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and when I get anxiety, I would start like picking on my fingers or biting on my fingers, and sometimes I would like pick on my skin, pick on my face. So it's like kind of like soothing to me, which is ridiculous because then I end up in more pain because then my fingers hurt or I got a scar on my face and that hurts, and it's crazy. Skin picking, what did I say? Skin picking can actually help a person soothe themselves through uncomfortable thoughts and feelings. Because said, adding that skin picking is a common way for someone to deal with difficult emotions if they are already in recovery from another mental illness. See, okay, I did not. Okay, so when I was younger, I'll say about 6 years old, I went through a lot of traumatic stuff. So my skin picking started there. I had a mother who was alcoholic. She lost custody of us, and then we moved in with my grandparents, and then my dad got custody of us, and we moved around a lot, and we moved to different schools a lot. So like the skin picking thing started then, but then I had another trauma that happened to me as I got older, and that I would talk about in another video, but it was very traumatic. I was out of work for a year, and my skin picking heightened beyond reality. Like it was so bad. It was so like I feel like I'm about to cry just talking about it. My skin picking was ridiculously horrible. Horrible. Let's see. Let's see what else. What this part say? I'm a lot kinder to my kids than I am to myself, said Kolish, who has 4 children, and says seeing their children picking at his skin has made them feel ashamed and blame themselves for his behavior. Now, I have 4. I have not witnessed them picking their skin. Maybe biting a nail or two, but not to the point where I'm getting concerned. I haven't had that yet, and I hope I don't. So, who is this? Kolish? My heart goes out to you. At least you recognize it now. I'm hoping that if my kids do fall into that same pattern of behavior, that it's not too late where it's hard to manage, I guess to say. But, my heart goes out to you, and I just hope the best for you and your kids. So, how the pandemic raised awareness of skin picking disorder. The pandemic was a pressure cooker for many people with skin picking disorder, the psychotherapist said. Some people with dermatillomania who spoke with BuzzFeed News said the pandemic exacerbated their anxiety and depression. It did for me also, but my skin picking has kind of been bad for years. I go back and forth. It doesn't matter. I cannot be stressed and still be picking my skin. I just say that. But the pandemic for me, was I stress picking? I can't even say because I go back and forth, back and forth. with my skin picking. So leading them to double down on their behaviors in search of some form of relief. Lockdown meant there was also a reduced likelihood of other people seeing their skin. Aww. Aaron Jean Francois. Hopefully I said that right. Francois? I like that name though. Hasn't picked the skin on his palm since June 27, 2020. The 18-year-old first year student at Brooklyn College who is autistic started creating lesions on their hands around the age of 5. Same as me. As a form of stimming, a term that refers to self-calming behaviors. He could stop sometimes targeting the area for 30 minutes at a time, embarrassed by the look of his palms, which became red and raw from the picking. I'm going to call him Aaron. Aaron avoided giving high fives or wouldn't position his hands so only the top was visible. I was the same way. I'm still the same way. I hate writing. Or I hate signing stuff. You know, if you go into like say a doctor's appointment or the bank or somewhere where you have to, or like just anywhere you have to go and you have to sign something, and the person is like, here's the paper, and they're standing right in front of you and they're looking at your hand. They're looking at your hand, you're sitting here trying to sign, and then you're like, it's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable because you know that they're looking at your hands. And also I DoorDash a lot. And so I feel, even though I put their food in the hot cold bag, me handing them their food is like, do they feel, what's the word? I don't know. I'm not gonna say unclean, but if you see somebody passing you their food, like let's just say they had a burn on their hand, do you feel comfortable, accepting food for somebody with burns on their hand? And some people are, what's the word I'm trying to use? I can't think of the word right now, but some people are just judgmental that way. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go through this whole article. I just wanted to bring it up. To those who have dermatillomania, please read this article. This article is so amazing. It amazes me. Amaze. What's her name? Nicole Fallert. Thank you. Thank you so much for this article. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and have a great day. And I love you.